But the governor's idea is now supported by House Republican President Ronald Reagan. Bob Abernathy reports tonight the president supports legislation that would block highway funds from states with drinking ages under 21.
Transportation Secretary Elizabeth Dole announced President Reagan's support for the bill.
This sanction sends a clear message.
Secretary Dole addressed a rally at the Capitol supporting the age 21 limit.
This sanction sends a clear message that Americans will no longer tolerate drunk driving.
Drunk driving is the single greatest cause of death among American teenagers.
We can save in excess of 1,000 lives a year by passing this bill.
Until today, the administration had wanted the states to raise the minimum age on their own, but that campaign apparently has stalled. So the president now favors the federal incentive. The brewers and distillers say they're neutral, but many teenagers are opposed.
I think that's a poor way of trying to solve the alcoholism problem in high school.
At today's Capitol rally, a father stood beside the remains of the car in which his daughter had been killed by a drunk driver. He wants both tough new laws and tougher enforcement of existing laws.
But if the judges would just go ahead and stop feeling sorry for the drunk and use the laws they have and sentence the people properly, we could slow this down.
The House passed the Highway Fund Age 21 bill last week. The Senate could take it up any day, and the sponsors think it will pass. Bob Abernathy, NBC News at the U.S. Capitol.
A device that would stop a drunken driver from even starting a car. More tonight from Sharon Northrup on this life-saving device.
Some say Craig Lalonde could very well be Clinton County's version of the computer whiz kid. However, Lalonde says he's just a young businessman interested in electronics and cars. Since several people close to him have died in alcohol-related accidents, he invented a device called Alcotran, which can be easily installed on a car steering wheel. It took 6 years to perfect, and now it's ready to market. Lalonde explains how it works.
And turn the key, as you've noticed, the car won't, and the starter won't engage. All you have to do is blow into the sensor hard enough to make a little red light on the dashboard go up, which tells you that the sensor has enough air. As you can see, the car will start.
But if alcohol is on the breath of the driver, it then becomes impossible to start the car.
Okay, what I'm going to attempt to do is show people what will happen if your blood alcohol content is above 0.05 or around 0.06. This is a special concentration. I'm going to blow into the sensor, and you have reached it. As you can notice, the car will not start.
General Motors has introduced a similar product. Theirs, however, does not require any type of alcohol breath test. Marketing representatives from Monitor Design Systems say their device will sell for about $250.
The price itself is a lot cheaper than a lawyer's fee if you have to go up for DWI or anything else. And it does save lives. It does work.
The company's immediate plans are to market the product locally, but once they get the necessary patent, they will begin mass production of Alcotrans for worldwide distribution. Sharon Northrup, News 5.